Frazzled continued, Chapter 8. The more time I spent there, the more it felt like I'd fallen through some kind of hole in the universe. Each day was totally different depending on who I spent it with and what we were doing. Sometimes it felt like we were at completely different outdoor schools, each one existing in entirely different dimensions. The only constant was the golden pig and our shared determination to keep it safe. There had been a few minor incidents, like when Ed Tran's post-lunch nap left the pigs practically defenseless, or Haley Park's flirting almost cost us the game. And then there was the whole lake debacle. But despite all the close calls, the golden pig was still ours. Not many campers had ever protected it for this long before. Soon, we'd be making camp history, and the counselors were not happy about it. That's my little dog Fullerton back there. It was hard to believe that we were over halfway through the week of outdoor school. Time worked differently here. 1 minute it felt slowed down and stretched out, like we had been away at camp for ages. Then the next minute, it was as if everything was in hyperspeed and is all about to end before I could even catch up. For most people, the fact that outdoor school was almost over meant we were that much closer to winning the golden pig and breaking the curse. To me, it meant we'd go back to our normal middle school lives and everything would return to the way it was before. What's that say? But I wasn't sure I was ready for that. The truth is, time wasn't the only thing that was different at outdoor school. I was different. I did things that I never thought I would or could. I was braver and bolder than I usually was. I somehow felt smarter and more interesting, too. And here I was, Abbie 2.0. Back home, I was just playing Abbie Woo. But there was nothing I could do to stop outdoor school from ending. Aside from inventing some kind of interdimensional time machine. And that just seemed like a lot of work. So I decided to try to make the most of my time I had left. Hang out with all the people who I'd gotten to know at camp, do all the things I want to do here, enjoy all the stuff I'd miss once life went back to normal. It seemed like a lot, but I told myself it was just a matter of balance. For a while, it kind of worked. But then things began to blend together. I was so busy trying not to miss out on everything that I started to lose track of why I was doing anything. Ooh. Maybe I was taking on too much, but I didn't want to give any of it up. Admitting I couldn't handle things was not an option either, so I just tried to play it cool. Looks like you've been busy. Everything is fine. That seemed like the evolved Abbie 2.0 thing to do. My brother Peter was the only person who questioned it. Is there something going on with you? You seem off. I made up some fake excuse about eating too many s'mores. He seemed to buy it, which just proved that Peter really didn't know as much as he thought he did. But, in a way, he was right. Things were off. I just couldn't see it until it was too late. That is the end of Chapter 8. Here's a preview of what's coming.